Alright, here we go. Look at this creepy motherfucker. Boogie boogie. Boogie boogie. Yeah, you can't really do anything. You can't run. You can't dodge. You can't do anything here. As you see, the Sorrow has no life bar. Look at this guy. Zambi. It's a Zambi. Lots of Zambies. What the fuck? He ran straight towards me. What a jerk. Actually, not a zombie. They're ghosts, right? Are these the ghosts of the guys you killed during the game? I think so. Any enemies that you killed, they come after you here. The good news is I didn't kill an exorbitant amount of enemies. I did try to sneak by as many as I could or just run from as many as I could. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I remember after I did this in the first playthrough, people told me all about it. They're like, basically people who you kill show up in this river. However, the bosses show up no matter what. Like, there's no way to avoid the bosses from being here, because apparently the bosses, when you beat them, they die anyway. They have, like, bombs installed inside of themselves or something that cause them to die even if you beat them non-violently or non-lethally. Oh, here come more guys. Blood squirting out of them. There we go. Yeah, Bionatru says they all have different appearances. Right, look at them. See, some of them, like, if I executed them by slashing their heads, they say, oh, my neck. But other ones, if I shot them, they have, like, bullet wounds. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that the game keeps track. So if you did a completely non-violent run, you didn't kill anyone. Apparently no one shows up in the river except bosses. See, I looked into this after my first playthrough years ago because I was actually fascinated by this. Trying to figure out what it was. It's pretty neat. But as you can see, it's not that tough. I didn't kill that many guys. Oh, here comes the next boss, right? The Fury. The... Look, there's no one coming at me. I told you, I didn't kill a lot of guys. I killed a few. I didn't kill that many. I either tried to sneak by non-lethally, or I just ran from everyone. So there's actually not that many people to run from here. Look, there's a whole river of nothing. Completely empty. Alright, here come a couple. Most of the ones I killed, I executed, chopped their neck. Alright.
Oh, my neck!
Oh, my neck! Oh! Oh shit, it's the end. Ah, I got hit by the stupid bolt. There was the freaking parrot. You saw the parrot? He called the end Grandpa. Yeah, see, this hasn't been so bad at all. I've lost almost no health. I'm definitely gonna make it to the end here. Because these guys aren't tough to dodge. You missed me. Hands off. Look, everyone has a slit neck, because I told you everyone who I killed was because I slit their neck after grabbing them. And no one shows up. Barely anyone. Oh, who is it? The stupid Fury. Worst fucking boss ever. Terrible boss. Alright, I should almost be done, because that's all 4 bosses, right? Yup, look what I found. Look. It's his body, because he's dead. The Sorrow, I guess, is dead. You lose! Game over! Except... this is the trick, yep. I remember the trick from the first playthrough. Fuck you. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
Yeah, it's the only way to win. You basically do that. It's pretty cool.
You want to finish your mission, don't you?
Very similar to the Psycho Mantis fight from Metal Gear Solid 1 where you gotta switch controller ports. Here you have to use the revival pill, which is the only time in the game you really need it.
The Spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad.
Pretty neat.
We'll meet again someday.
Undead Elvis says you could drown yourself too. See, I didn't know that. I remember for the first playthrough, that's what I did. I got to the end and then I used the revival pill. And yes, someone spoiled that during my first playthrough of this game in 2012 too. Because you remember back then in 2012, I used to read YouTube comments actively before every comment was a nasty fucking toxic insult towards me. So I remember people in the comments were like, oh, the Starro boss fight's coming up. Wait till he does this and that. So I kind of got spoiled on that before I ever saw it ever, the first time I played the game 6 years ago. And yes, by the way, One Button Dash is correct. He says the first game to do something like this was X-Men on the Sega Genesis. Yes, there was a stage on X-Men game in the Sega Genesis. You were in Mojo's TV world, and you couldn't actually kill the boss. There's no way to beat him. What you have to do is hit the reset button on your Genesis while you're fighting the boss, or I think after you defeat him, and then the game progresses to the next level. That was the first game that needed a physical interaction in order to beat a boss. It had like a trick to it. That was pretty cool.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yeah, I've heard of it. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigurd?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
I never even talked to Sigurd, so I don't know who the fuck he is.
He's been dead for 2 years now.
Died 2 years ago?
At Selino Yards. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
Boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selino Yards. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
Damn.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. Looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah.
River of
Took a
Pain
pretty
got the
freaking
trophy.
detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. How did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah. I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave.
Aha.
We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.